Oh, look at what Kolat could do. Now, people, look at that leg bend. He is not in any kind of injury trouble here. Doesn't seem to be any lack of composure at all. He likes people coming in on that leg. He's extremely confident.
This was a bread and butter for me as my career went on. Here's what I think I do differently, that when people watch and they think they know exactly what's going on, this is the element that I think is the most important part, is I never touch that foot. I don't touch that foot until this guy transfers from a head inside single to a high crotch. And when he makes that transition, I think about changing gears in a car. You know, when my dad taught me how to drive, he taught me on a stick shift. And so you would, if you were going fast down the highway, you were shifting gears. So once I anchor my opponent here, I got a balance hand. When I release this hip, it's going to take pressure off of Mason's head. Now he doesn't pop right away sometimes, but eventually he's going to feel there's no pressure on his head, but this hand drops in between his feet. And I'm not grabbing it, I'm not touching it. I want to go from here to here. Now, with the weight off, he's going to feel like he can pop his head up. And so I'm waiting for that position. And when he does, I'm scooping. So as Mason pops, I go straight leg. And now what I'm doing is, with that gear change, I've shoved him past my leg. He's all jammed up. He's about to go up to the top of his head. I continue to pull, right? And that motion usually brings me up to my feet. And then there's a hand change to the chest, right? Posting in the armpit, weight on your foot. And then you'll find where I can circle back around behind.
Now Jaworski back in on the leg, the elusive leg of Cary Kolat. Turns the corner, lets that trick knee go, and now he's in great position for a takedown here.
So as I got better, everybody, internationally and obviously domestically knew I had that leg. And so they wanted to be careful when they got there. One of the defenses was to try to stalemate me.
His knee can take.
Kolat is letting his knee go out like that, and he's very, very tough there. I don't think the ref should be stopping that.
So if I put a guy under there and I got to here, there's a lot of times where him himself and his coaching quarter was just saying stalemate. And I never want to be upside down. I never want to be lifted. So I always stay heavy right here. If a guy stops wrestling, which as an athlete you don't want to do, when you stop wrestling and you try to stalemate, you're open for scoring. So eventually when they stopped coming up, and they said they wanted to get that stalemate, they would forget about this foot. And the way it's positioned right now was exactly how I wanted. A lot of times that foot's sitting here. The guy takes his butt low. But if he sits here and that thing is exposed, I'm gonna specifically grab it this way. I'm gonna keep it on the mat. I'm pulling, I'm sliding it. Now I've got his head trapped in between my body and his. I pick it up off the mat. What happens is there's gonna be a point, he wants it to come outside now because it's getting tight here and here. He doesn't want to get put to his back and get cradled, so as he pops, I just pull it back to my chest again, and I'm looking to finish. So again, as I got better in this position, it was more offense from me because what was really happening, there was becoming more defenses from my opponents. One of the other things the guy will do, if he goes in the turtle shell, he might hide his foot. When they hide that foot, they're running out of options here. Remember, I'm on the waist with this hand. Well, if he hides his foot, I call this this is freestyle, cheap tilt positions. There's no post. There's no foot for me to grab, and he won't bring his head out. Well, if that foot wasn't there, all I do is just muscle him a little bit and get some leverage. I'm on the waist, I would reach, and that foot that he has, that's actually gonna be the thing that turns him. I'm gonna reach out and get a cheap exposure. And so I'd literally belly down and pull guys to the back from this position. So I got another trick now. I expose him. Once you expose him here, now he's back in panic position. I can try to hold him here. As soon as guys got tipped, they were in like that, oh wow, what just happened? But here's what happens. When a guy goes to his back, he kind of forgets his rules of engagement. So what would happen is a lot of guys, they would roll back to their knees, go ahead, he comes back up, and now they panic. And they go where I needed them in the beginning. They peek their head out, high crap. And now I'm back to the original finish where I'd like to be. When you have a leg that is so tough that when a guy gets in, my mind would say, I got you. And that's how I like to teach defense. I don't teach just the basic sprawl and stuff. I want to teach when a guy's in, how can I score from here? So, and I learned sometimes I can't get to his leg here, can't get to his leg here, can't get this going. Well, let's let him in. Let's let him in and see if I can score from there. And that was my mindset. I just felt like nobody could score on me when I got to the top of my career when they got here. I just felt like I'm winning all the time.